Hey guys, Desolate Magic here. We've got some more spoilers from New Capenna, but first I'm going to start with a couple other weird spoilers. First up, we've got the Premier Play promo, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Because if you're a big fan of Teferi, then you're probably a terrible person, just like everyone in Arena running him as their profile picture. And then you're probably also into MTG competitive pro play. Fits perfectly. I love how they did not change anything about the art. But then we've got Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. Now that card is crazy. I love it, it's worth way too much money, and this will be worth even more way too much money, but any reprint is a good reprint, because this hasn't been printed since original Theros if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. And then we've got Lava Spike. Now which one goes to which tournament? I don't know, I started reading it and then just kind of spaced. Who cares, don't participate in this crap. Also, Lava Spike is really annoying. So let's get into the New Capenna spoilers. We got Cabaretti Charm. It's a 3-color, we'll just call it Italian. Oh wait, that's hilarious, it's called Cabaretti with 2 T's. Anyway, red, green, white. Choose one. Cabaretti Charm deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, those are the swarm colors. Then creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. That's pretty ridiculous for 3. But, well, if you take the last 3 years into account, yeah, that's pretty par for the course in Standard because they've let it power creep to hell and back. And the third one, create 2 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. So I guess now we know that'll be a thing. Next up, we've got a mythic. It's Raffine, Scheming Seer. He's the head of the Esper clone, I guess I'll just call it. He's a legendary creature Sphinx Demon, white, blue, black, and flying in Ward 1, 1/4. So he's a demon, he's all muscle, head to toe, and he's a hyper-powerful lead of like some kind of family thing. And he can hit for 1, but he's got, whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So swarm ability, that's weird for, white, blue, black, except I guess these days, zombies, spirits, okay. It's not unheard of, but what is connives? Draw X cards, then discard X cards. So after the fact, that's very important that you don't have to discard the cards up front. And then put a 1/1 counter on that creature for each non-land card discarded this way. So anything other than a land, you get counters. But the X determines how many cards, and you might need those cards. So you can only have so many cards in your hand. And if you have like 5 creatures out, you probably don't have that many cards left in your hand, generally. So I don't think this is overpowered, but it's just one of those things where I always tell people it's a trap mechanic, where it looks good, but it isn't. It's if you're already going to win faster or win more, which you don't need, but especially in sealed, but definitely in constructed. Like, oh, I have 7 creatures in play. Wow. Well, if that's true, you probably were going to win anyway. I mean, not always, but generally. But then also, repetitive counter dropping, but like, what kind of deck are you running that you didn't need any of the cards in your hand? So I'd almost like to say that this is for draft or for sealed, but it's a mythic. But connives might be on other cards. I don't think they put it on too many cards though, because if it's on a whole bunch and it's in a swarm deck or you start granting it to tokens or something, you're just gonna deck yourself. Now the whole resurrect from the graveyard, I bet that was totally a blind spot with this. And yeah, this is probably for limited, not for constructed. I think it's just all around bad. It's a bad mechanic. So next up we got Lord Xander, the Collector. Holy crap, he costs 7 and he's a 6/6. So legendary creature, vampire demon, hello, noble. And he is blue, black, red. So when he enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand rounded down. By the time you have 7 to get him out, assuming you cast him honestly, they probably don't have enough cards in hand to make a difference, and if they do, one of them is a counterspell. So that's interesting. Whenever Lord Xander attacks, defending player mills half their library rounded down. Pretty close to just saying I'm done and ending the video right here. That's Traumatized, one of the worst cards ever printed in the history of the game, one of the most hated cards. If you're running a mill deck and you're running a 3-color black-red mix, but obviously blue-based 7-drop legendary, what the hell are you doing? What is even the point of this? Plus, here's the problem. Okay, digital grade does it for you. Great. In paper, you have to wait for your opponent to count their library while not changing the order of the cards. Then, when they get done, they're like, oh yeah, okay, 47 cards. Now they get to start counting again. Hopefully they remember the number and can do, division. Then they stop halfway, flip them over, put them in the graveyard. In order, by the way. You have to mill them in order. Leave their library there. Don't shuffle it. Don't tip it over. Don't accidentally reverse the order of the cards. Then you have to wait for your opponent to sit there and look at what went into your graveyard, and they can take notes within reason. So there's 5 minutes of your life while your opponent's watching you like a hawk, waiting for you to make one little mistake so they can call a judge and disqualify you. More trash that only works on digital functionally. They probably should have just put this crap into alchemy. So the last ability on this asshole is when Lord Xander dies, target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents they control rounded down. Oh boy. Well, okay, the middle one is whenever he attacks, so whether you kill him or not, respond, block him with a 1/1 Death Toucher, you have to do this first before combat even resolves. Hopefully by the time you're done, you even remember that combat is going on. But if you go from, I'll say 40 by the time he comes out, I don't know, it might be, no, 45 maybe, we'll say 40. Okay, you go to 20, you go to 10. Obviously, you draw a card in the middle there. He could just attack twice and just kill you, and he's a 6/6. So I don't know. At this point, if you know what they're playing, you should probably be running control, but the problem is they're running control. They're probably running counterspells too. But also, this isn't a very good card and nobody's going to run it. Unless they can free cast / cheat it out, because a 7-drop that does this and takes that long to win the game, nah. Not with the current power level standard, no. So just all around awful card for about 5 different reasons. Unbelievable that they would print garbage like this. Let's move on to the next asshole. Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. That's what we needed, the word Nexus in a card again. I wonder what he does. So he's a 5/4 for 4. 1 generic, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. Oh good, the totally not Italian family is a fat guy wearing opulent crap and he's greedy. Oh my god, these tone-deaf Seattle white rich people. Oh wait, it's okay. You can make fun of Italians because they're white. It's fine. By the way, not that I give a shit. I'm not some oversensitive little bitch. I'm just making fun of them by their own standards because they're hypocrites. And if you think I'm wrong, go count the number of black people that hire / contract. So anyway, this opera singing probably asshole is legendary creature, cat demon. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. Okay, pretty good. Creatures you control also get +1/+0. I don't know why they needed to put an also. And have trample as long as you control 6 or more creatures. Okay. And then creatures you control also get +1/+0 and have double strike as long as you control 9 or more creatures. If you're already winning, win more. And honestly, I think the last time that we really had problematic swarm decks was, I bet I'm wrong, but the last time it was really honestly problematic was actually West Vale and Shadows. So black-white Shadows over Innistrad. You played that West Vale card that got +1/+1 for each creature you control, you would just win. Strap wings, do it, swing once, that's it. And yeah, the power level was that low back then. That was a power card. Then I think, didn't we have Thalia on top of it or something? And then like another redundant one, there was like a land that did something per creature you control. Like all 3 of them. And then I think, wasn't it the flipping land? Yeah, it's dumb to get beat by a bunch of 1/1 tokens. And that was back when the next set would undercut the one before it, and that's how they controlled power ramp. Now they, don't. They just don't even try. But yeah, that like as soon as they do a bunch of swarm sets and swarm mechanics, the very next set usually is like, hey, -2/-2 sweeper. Hey, destroy all creatures, power 2 or less. Hey, blow up everything in play. Hey, fumigate. Yeah, so I don't know. I think even with the level of control we have now, I don't think he's going to be all that played. Next up, oh god, really, I put this in the folder. Left-handed cards. It's a secret lair. I guess it's real. I saw 2 people say it, and I'm not even going to go to the website. Don't buy this shit, but seriously, this is just stupid. So we got Garruk, and it's not a mirrored card, it's left-handed. Now, they did this on April Fool's, like, haha, funny, except they're actually selling it. I don't think they understand the concept of April Fool's, although I think this started as a thing, and then they're like, why don't we actually sell it? Because I forgot, we're not jokesters, we're not pranksters, we don't like our community having fun, otherwise we'd design standard a little differently. But what we do like right now is money. So yeah, Garruk, then we've got Rogra, Son of Rogra, which should be banned in everything, this card's awful. Garros Messenger, that card's insane. Empress Galina, I don't even remember this one. Merfolk Noble, she's probably Cancer. Oh yeah, gain control of target legendary permanently. Great, that's great. Oh, and then Sisei Weatherlight Captain, which I'm not kidding, the number on this card is 9999. The one before it was 9998, the one before that was 9997. I could see why people would think these were fake. You know, this isn't currently on the Secret Lair website. So now I don't know, but what I do know is if you just, this is like a cool life hack for you. If you pretend they're all fake, then you don't have to buy them. You won't feel compelled to give them money for this irresponsible, greedy behavior where they directly sell you non-randomized singles while cutting out the local stores. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll continue to follow the dumpster fire that is New Capenna, and I'll see you guys next time.